Hey guys.
Hey.
Okay. So, what's the deal with women drivers?
Oh.
Why won't any of them date me? So, I've been getting a lot of porn sent to me as spam, because eventually they find everyone. And my favorite part of this is they have to include a subject line on all of their emails. And I recently got one that said, hey, how about an encounter without obligations? Which is great, because it sounds like a computer being computer sexy. And also because it means they thought I would open up the email, see that it's full of naked photos, and request to have sex with me, and be like, I wish they weren't looking for a long-term thing. So, I work with kids during the summer. That's true. So I was with them on the bus when we were passing a cemetery, and the girl who was sitting next to me was like, oh, hold your breath. I'm like, okay. And when we get past, I'm like, why did we just do that? She's like, well, if you don't, a spirit can get inside you. And I'm like, I'm not sure. And she interrupts me, no, it's true. It happened to my mom. And, you know, I understand that as a parent, you're going to end up lying to your kids. It happens. You know, you'll tell them Santa Claus exists so that they have a sense of magic and wonder about the world. You tell them that there's a tooth fairy so they're not so concerned about the bones falling out of their head. But telling your daughter that a malevolent spirit has returned from the icy shores of death and possessed your body for some sinister purpose because you didn't hold your breath while you were passing a cemetery. It seems unnecessary, right? I see some of us agree. So, I really hate getting my hair cut. And I think it's because, this is a true story, once I got my hair cut, and the first thing my girlfriend did when she saw it was say, no! She reacted to my hair being different, just how Luke Skywalker reacted when he found out Darth Vader was his real father. Just to rephrase, she thinks seeing a little bit more of my forehead just as bad as finding out your father isn't just Anakin Skywalker, heroic Jedi pilot of the Clone Wars, but is also Darth Vader, right hand of the Emperor, and most evil being in the galaxy. They're not as bad. So we're still together. We've actually been together for about 5 years now. We're high school sweethearts. And she, we're very much in love. And I, felt really good about this, but then recently, she asked me to stop using her Netflix. And now I don't know where we stand. So, I really like reading comic books because, of course, I do. Look at me. And I especially like older comic books, especially from the 60s, and Superman comic books most of all, because old Superman comic books, he was such a crazy, powerful character that they had to come up with just bonkers situations to make the story interesting. These are all real old Superman plots. Oh no, everyone Superman knows has transformed into a baby. Oh no, Superman's skin is now purple. Oh no, Superman has to raise a prize-winning goat. What? But my absolute favorite thing that they ever did in the Superman comic books was they gave him a new superpower, super ventriloquism. Now, if you're in the audience and you're thinking, wait, super ventriloquism, that just sounds like, yes, exactly. He had the superpower to be a ventriloquist. And I like to imagine that the meeting where they decided on that went something like, Aw, geez, I'm writing this comic book and it sure would be easier if Superman were a ventriloquist. Well, he's not. He doesn't have spare time to pick up a hobby. He's not Aquaman. Wait, what if everyone on his home planet of Krypton, all Kryptonians, what if they were all ventriloquists? I'll do you one better. What if they were all super ventriloquists? So, I got a phone call from the Marines recently. They wanted to know if I would be a good Marine. The guy says, "Son, do you consider yourself U.S. Marine material?" I said, because I'm a little scared over the telephone, which should have been the first point against me. He's like, "Well, let's just go through a checklist, see how you do in the U.S. Marines. First of all, do you take any psychiatric medications?" "How much time do you have?" "Well, do you have any allergies or asthma?" I say, "I have asthma and 48 allergies." "Well, do you consider yourself physically fit?" I just had to sit down because this phone call is taking place. There's this long, just upsetting pause. He says, "You will never be a Marine." That's rude, right? He called me to tell me that. It feels like if Hollywood actress Jennifer Lawrence were to call me up on the phone and be like, Hey Noah, so I've been looking through your Facebook photos and, no. Not ever, not once, not a smooch, not nope, no. Alright guys, that's my time. I'm gonna... Please make just as much, if not more noise for the next comedian, Josh Solomon.